Hello world, PDR coming at you here with a pinstriping my board video. What we're gonna do is, I've got my large Elima-Dent, I don't even know, is it an 18? It's a 20-inch board, and I've got my 12-inch board that, it's either 12 or 14, my smaller board that is clear also. But this one, I'm gonna put some pinstripes on it. And I thought I'd just bring you guys in for the pinstriping my board video. I don't know if it's gonna be all in real time. Taking some 91% isopropyl and cleaning the surface real good. This little panel slides out. So I could actually just slide this thing out, lay it on the ground or lay it on the table here and pinstripe across real nicely. But then I'd have to slide it back in. And I don't want to mess up the stripes while I'm sliding it back in. And I'm going to go with wide, 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 thin, 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 wide, 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 most likely. We're going to see how it goes. I'm just going to kind of wing it. My wife got some tape off of Amazon from 1060 Graphics. This roll right here, and it's a matte black, eighth with an eighth gap with a quarter. So it's an 1/8 inch with an 1/8 inch gap with a 1/4 inch. And I'm gonna use 1/4 inch down here and 1/8 inch in the middle. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna kind of do it all just winging it. I know the sizes of the thing. I cleaned the surface real well. I sure do appreciate y'all clicking in for this video, and I am gonna give some mindset of dent repair, a little bit of vlogness while I'm doing this. And it looks like, I don't know how, well, the sun just kind of went down, but I'm gonna do the first one. I'm gonna start it about, I think I'm gonna start it a little ways up. No, I am not. I'm just gonna start it on the base like that. So I'm gonna use this tape line as a base. Now this is a clear backing with the tape on it, and if you notice, that tape wanted to stick on that backing. So I'm pretty sure you guys have a good visual. See what I did there to fold it backwards. And I'm just gonna grab it. I will say that before I did paintless dent repair, for the last 20 years I've done paintless dent repair, and before I did that I did pinstripes. So I do kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to pinstriping. I'm just laying this down, getting it right on the edge there, and tacking it. Gonna tack it right here, and then pick this back up, hold my tack line and make sure it's straight all the way down, and re-tack it. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's fairly straight. And I'm just gonna push her down. Normally I'd use a little clicky blade that has a little clicky where you can take the blade, you know, you click the blade and it's brand new again. I'm just gonna go like this, use the back of the razor blade, roll it in, and there we go. Now, cut that straight across, nice and evenly. I do not know how long this roll of tape is, but I'm only putting on the fat one. So I'm only pushing down on the fat one to keep that down. And then as I lift up, I'm gonna lift up the skinny one and if I can get underneath it there. Let's go like this, and now I know that this skinny one is kind of lifting. Let's just get that one off there now. So, leaving the fat one, pulling off the skinny one. Gonna do that a couple times. Go up with the lines on this, and the fog is nice. As far as the mindset on the fog board between the lines always give you a point of reference. So it's nice to have those lines because they always give that point of reference to look exactly where you need to push. And most of my dent career, I've always used a lined board. It looked like it went right up to the edge there, pretty good. I'm just gonna take the end of this and cinch it in to make sure it went in. I don't mind that it didn't go all the way to the end here. I don't care, I'm not that OCD. When it comes to the very edges, I almost want them to all be a little bit off the edge. Because I know how I'm gonna be laying the tape down and the tape won't pinch in perfectly as you want it to, but we'll try to get it. We'll go for the next line up, and I'm just basically gonna use this gap of the tape itself and lay the gap of the tape right down onto the edge of the other tape. You see I went a little bit farther on that side. I mean, hopefully this is not gonna be like a boring ass Bob Ross video, which I happen to love Bob Ross, by the way. But we're gonna make some happy little stripes, and this is gonna make the dent work a lot easier. I wouldn't say easier, but just yeah, easier to see. I'm gonna do the same thing here, guys. I'm gonna push lightly on this, on just the fat one, and after I push lightly and get all the air out, then I push a little bit harder, and then I'll take this thing and kind of do that foldaroo with the back side of it. Then I'll push even harder. I kind of hit that top one. And right here, let's do the foldy, flip back, and boom. Kind of push in there, cut straight down, all the way across. And it's not like I'm worried about the cutting into the plastic a little bit, although I am being very light with it and not cutting all the way down into it. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to record this whole video and then do like the slow motion, or just come back and show you how it ended up, or just maybe I'll stop and come back and show you how I did the middle. But basically with these, I've done a couple here. Now I'm cutting just the stripe that I want, and then I'm pulling the rest up. Oh, stay, baby. Let's make sure she stays, okay? And if you see how I'm pulling it, I'm pulling back against the grain, so I leave that stripe. Now if I pulled out and away, it would want to take that stripe with it. That's kind of one of the tricks on, you know, how to get like stickers off of windows and stuff. You want to pull them out and away so that it keeps the glue on the sticker itself. Well, when you pull backwards like this, it leaves that sticker completely on there. It doesn't want to let it, well, it releases quicker. So we've got two, and I think I'm gonna go with two, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide ones, 4 skinny ones, and 4 wide ones. That might be the way. Let's see how that ends up looking. So I think what I might do is, we got these two done. Let's see how they look. They're getting there. And that was just a little bit of glue that we can definitely clean off at the end. There's on that stripe, that was from the release paper. And I'm gonna come back and show you guys the center 2 stripes, and then the whole board all completely done, and we'll light it up and show you what we're talking about. So I sure do appreciate everybody sticking through this far, and we'll see how it ends up looking. Okay guys, I thought I'd bring you back for the middle of the board here. And I found out that I was gonna run out of tape, so I actually reused 2 of these lines from the old ones that I pulled off of these and put them down. They're not perfect, you know, but I got those 3 middle ones out, 4 large ones, 3 middle ones, and I went with the 1/4 inch spacing here and then 1/16 inch spacing here. Try to get it right, but it allows me to just put the tape right on the top of the last tape. So I'm basically going off of the last tape, which is not very good, because if you get it, you start to get, if it starts to go wonky, then you basically running off that same wonky line. So you want to make sure that that line stays straight all the way through. And now I'm going to flip it over and go with the mini on top. And actually this time I'm going to leave both of these down. It might even be a little bit, you know, off center, as far as the lines not being in the exact right center of the board for this exact task. But I just give it a tack, and then I look back over here and I give it a tack on the exact spot I want it to be. And I want to save myself a little space, so I'm going to go a little bit farther out so I can do this. Lift it back up and put it back down. And when I place it nice and evenly. That sounds like it should be a given, right? But no, I don't twist as I push. I just try to let it drop and fall evenly, because that's the key. If you twist it at the very end, it'll put a warp all the way through. And at the very first time when I tack this tape down, I tack it lightly, because I just want it to sit. If you start pushing on it side and side, it'll make bubbles and stuff. First time is lightly, second time. Oh, my hand is all thrashed from doing a dent earlier. I reached up underneath a bumper and popped out a plastic bumper for a guy for free. Because that's how I do things. And then let's go in here, take this one out and this one out. And I only cut where the black was. I left the, like this one, I don't know, maybe I can just go like this on this one, and then just kind of smush that down underneath there, so it'll go all the way to the edge. There we go. There we go. Now we're starting to have a board that looks like it's worthy of being a dent board. And the fog is nice, guys. I mean, the fog, I've been, for the last 2 months with the new board here, 2 or 3 maybe, I've been just using exclusively without the lines. But to be honest, every single time that I'm about midway through the dent, I'm looking for lines. I'm wishing I had the lines on my board, just so that I can dial right into where I need to be. So it's one of those things. See, I'm left with that, and I'm even just gonna use the thing. I'll try to sneak in there and just smush them down. There we go. So now we went thick, 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 thin, 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 and then we'll go thick. Maybe even only 2 more times. Thick, thick. And will we make it? Nope. So we've only got 2 more times we can go with. Yeah, that means it's gonna end. If that's a full 1/4 inch out, and then we go another 1/4 inch up, that means my lines are gonna end right here. And I'll have a white strip. Maybe I could put my logo across the top there. What do you think? Do I even have a logo? No. We should make one. We should make one. So I'm gonna drop that down nice and easy. Come all the way across with it. Since I know I'm gonna have the extra 4 inches, I don't have to worry about trying to be saving. Go all the way across there. Should we just put it down? Looks pretty good. I can tell because I'm looking right at where this line touches the other piece of stripe. So we'll just go like that. Put that one down, get it all nice and in there with that edge, and then give it a nice cut just through the black. I don't think I went all the way through. There we go. Now I did. And then we'll lightly push the black one and then remove the top one. Nice and slow. Now, am I gonna reuse this top little baby one? Probably not, so it might just get trashed. But I think, oh, I forgot to cut this off right here. That's what I mean. I think we only have one more left, so let's just put this last one on and see what it looks like all lit up. I might give it a real quick wipe when I'm completely done. See if there's any of this. It's all pretty much dried off. Quick little wipe with the ISO. And let's do one more fat line. So we're gonna end up with only 3 fat lines on the top and 4 on the bottom. But who knows? Who knows how it goes? Let's see. Oh, I started from the left side this time. That's honestly, I'll go this way then. I always try to keep my things consistent. I always try to keep everything consistent when I do dents. I always try to put my tools in the same spot that I pull them out of course, right? If you want to be organized. Being consistent with my repairs, my word, you know, what I'm going to tell a customer, what it's going to look like at the end, or, you know, being really consistent with that has helped me later in life, at this later stage in my life of being 46 years old. So yeah, I mean, I try to give guys a little bit of a thought behind what I do. And on this one, I'm going to leave that top one, because why not? It's our last stripe. And why not just leave it? Let's cut this black one and then this black one right here and leave the top so I can just go like this. Ooh, baby. And now I'm basically flushing it while I'm pulling it back. Burnishing it down a little is the actual terminology. And speaking of burnishing, I probably will go over it and just manually, what we would say, burnish these all the way through. Let's turn it on and see what the difference is between a fog board and a light board. Bam. Oh yeah, I like the way that looks. I really do. Let's see what you guys see. Okay. Now let's turn it brighter, a little bit softer. Yeah, I like it. I like the way the yellow hits the middle there and the very softest line. That works good. Well, cool, guys. I sure appreciate you sticking with me through this long little weird pinstriping video of a dent board. But hey, we got her done, and I think it worked great, because you're gonna see this board in the next next 100 or so videos, and it's how we're gonna be doing dents, baby. So if you enjoyed it, definitely throw a like on this video. It sure helps out the channel, and I love it when people subscribe and hit the notifications bells. We always watch our comments and always try to reply to every single one of them. Sure do appreciate all your time and everything. This has been PDR, and I'm out. Peace.